Jack, back up in this bitch with 10 Meters Fitness. Today I'm talking about how I've been getting on with my semi-vegetarian lifestyle change. Okay, if anyone caught my New Year's resolution video, that's where I first brought this up. For those of you who didn't, I made the decision that this year I'm going to go semi-vegetarian. Okay, and what I mean by that is I'm making the movement to eat far less animal products than I was before. Okay, the reason it's semi-vegetarian, as I said before, was that I'm still going to eat meat from time to time, but it's going to be an awful lot less than I was before. Okay, so far what I found is that what I'm finding is 95% of the time that I would have chosen to eat meat before, I'm now choosing not to. Okay, so you can see that that's a drastic difference in the amount of meat that I'm eating now. And the only time I'm really eating meat is on the very rare occasion. Okay, I'm no longer going into the store and buying meat now. You know, that's not happening at all. Okay, I'm still eating other animal products though. I'm not eating eggs. Okay, that's out. It's only dairy, I guess you'd call it, I'm eating now. So milk, cheese, yogurt, that kind of thing. Okay, so yeah, I just thought I'd check in with you guys, that you know how I'm feeling with it. You know, if I've noticed anything different in my body. If okay, so to tell you the truth about that, I've not really noticed any difference in the way I'm feeling. You know, my workouts still feel the same as before. I still feel like I have the same energy as before. Yeah, so all that stuff still feels normal, so nothing to report there really. But as to my mindset now towards eating, it's changed a little bit now. I mean obviously, you know, I'm not eating meat. You know, that's a lot of difference in my diet. But that's not what I mean. What I mean is my attitude towards eating meat is different. You know, I mean, because the one thing I thought when I got into this was I was going to get into it and I'd feel straight away, oh my god, I miss meat so much. I miss chicken wings, I miss burgers, I miss, you know, I miss chicken and all the stuff that I liked to eat before. But what I found is the time, I think I've only eaten meat like once since I made this change, and the time I did, I didn't enjoy it nearly much as I did before. I sat down to it like, why am I doing this? You know, I mean, I did it because it's something me and my friend like to do. We like to go and get, you know, before I made this change, we like to go get chicken wings. Okay, that was like our thing. So we went to do it again because as I said, I'm semi-vegetarian. I can still do it sometimes, but most of the time, the vast majority of the time, the answer will be no. But you know, I haven't seen you in a while. We'll do this to catch up. Okay, so we did it, and the one thing I was thinking as I was eating it was, yes, it still tastes good. I mean, come on. But at the same time, I was like, I don't feel good about this. You know, I'm not telling you guys what to think. I'm not. You know, you can make your own informed decisions. But my personal feeling at that point was, why am I doing this? You know, I've come to find that I don't need to eat this. I don't need to kill animals like to get my nutritional needs. Why am I doing this? You know, it felt weird, and it's not what I expected, because I expected heading into this that when I finally had animal products again, or meat again, I would be like, oh my god, this is amazing, this is what I've been missing. But funnily enough, no. And yeah, in addition to that, every time I come out of a store, and I know that before I would have chosen meat, but this time I've chosen something in its place, yeah, it feels a lot more liberating than I would expect. And it feels, you know, I probably sound up myself or whatever saying this, but it feels really liberating actually, like to a degree I didn't expect actually, I didn't expect before. Because the way I expected it would go was that I would, like I say, crave meat a lot of the time, but and then feel like hard done by and punished all the time, but no, deep down it was, you know, my definition of the right thing to do. Like I say, my definition, I'm not telling you guys what to believe, but no, what I've actually found was that I just feel glad and like, you know, just like well, I didn't need meat anyway, hold on, like, I'm not actually missing much here. You know, so, yeah, that's how I, you know, how I was going with regards to how I feel right now. As to how I've been eating, like I say, since I started to make that change, I've only eaten meat once, and I started to explain how I felt about that. What I've been eating the rest of the time is what recently I've actually I've started on my cut, a mini cut anyway. You know, I'll do a video on that, but the way I'm trying to get into a caloric deficit now, I am in it. It's been successful so far, the way it's going down, but I found that more difficult than when as a semi-vegetarian than when I was bulking, and that's simply because it's not as easy to get lean protein as a vegan, as a semi-vegetarian, sorry. Yeah, sorry, the vegan thing was, I have no idea how I would do it as a vegan, that's what I meant to say. As a vegan, I have no idea how I'd do it, because from purely plant-based foods, what I found a lot of the time is, you can get protein, you know, I'm not saying that you can't get protein, but lean protein is another matter. I found it's very difficult that whenever you get protein, you typically get, in addition to that, unavoidably you get twice the amount of carbs for every gram of protein you get. So like with things like beans and pulses, you know, you can get protein from that, but you're going to get a lot of carbs too. So that doesn't really work if you're going to go on a diet that you're trying to get more protein on a daily basis than you are carbs. Like, how would you do that? As a vegan, I'm honestly lost as to how you would do that. I mean, people know, you know, feel free to go ahead. You know, as I've said before, I don't know everything, you know. I just come to you on this channel sharing what I know and my experiences, you know. I'm open to you guys teaching me as well as I am, you know, me informing you about things, right? But, you know, as a semi-vegetarian, I have been able to get lean protein in as well. Do things like, I'll show you, yeah, I've got this quark, is that how you say it? But yeah, this is a soft cheese. It's, can you see that? I don't know. But yeah, this is a soft cheese, and I'll put the macros up on screen for you to see, but this and cottage cheese, they have very similar macros. It's pretty much all protein and not a lot else in there. Okay, so you get a lot of bang for your buck, lean protein. So I can get my protein in without boosting my calories and my carbs too high. The same thing, I've got this corn meat-free chicken. I mean, it's chicken style, right? It's made of mycoprotein, right, which I think comes from fungus. It's a kind of fungus they cultivate in a lab, and they formulate it to taste like chicken, right? It's not chicken, okay? But yeah, and that's lean protein as well. Macros will be on screen as per. But yeah, because obviously before, when I was dieting and I was getting that protein in, I would eat a lot of chicken, tuna, lean meats, right? To hit my protein numbers but not put my calories so high that, okay, so ultimately, you know, the protein so I can maintain muscle mass, but the calories need to be low enough that I'm in a deficit so I can drop weight, right? So, yeah, it's been a challenge replacing the chicken and tuna, but I think I figured it out, and we're rolling with that now, so, yeah, we're all good. But, yeah, I think that's pretty much all I have to update you guys on for now, on the whole semi-vegetarian thing. And again, I know it's going to receive criticisms, like, because a lot of, you know, people who do this vegetarian and vegan thing, they do it. There are a lot, you know, this isn't most of them. I know there are people out there who do it just to say that they're better than people, just to say they're on a higher level morally than people. I mean, that's not what I do. I mean, I do it for me because it makes me feel better about myself. I don't compare myself to other people with that. You know, you guys, honestly, you guys can think what you like of it. You know, I wouldn't be, you know, offended if you think it's right, wrong, you know. You're entitled to your opinion, you know. I mean, but I do this for me. I feel better because of it. And, you know, for me, that's all there is to it, right? But the way I see it, I'm happy because I know I'm not perfect because I still eat meat sometimes. You know, I'm still contributing in a way to the death and suffering of animals. But the way I see it, it's not a routine thing for me anymore. Like, I don't eat meat on a routine basis anymore. So, you know, the way I see it, if people did what I did, I'm not saying you have to or you should, but you know, that would stop the routine slaughtering and, you know, bad conditions forced upon these animals, right? So, yeah. Anyway, that's pretty much all I have to say on that today, guys. So, thanks for watching. I've been Jack Pretending It's Fitness. I'll see you guys in the next one.